Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. And today we're gonna create a look inspired by this beautiful palette by Gourmande Girls. This is the Haunted palette. I'm still in the process of reviewing this palette. I've probably made like 7 or 8 looks with this, and on my channel there already are 4 looks in the initial review, so I will link that. And if you want to see other looks, they're on my Instagram and on my TikTok, which I will link down below. So yeah, but I'm probably still want to do like 2 looks with this palette. Try a couple more shades because some of the shades I only tried twice, so I want to make sure that everything I've tried at least 3 times, just to make sure that I'm secure in my review of this. And then in the beginning of next month I will give you like a monthly haul where I will review it properly. But I wanted to do like a haunted spooky look today because I thought I could do like a couple looks like these for Halloween, so that you can pick one that you like and maybe you could recreate it if you want to go for like a Halloween party or wherever. I'm gonna wear just to go to store and stuff because I I I'm not going to any party today. But I really like the cover art of this palette and I wanted to get inspired by this. So I'm not necessarily gonna use this palette all that much because there's like a pinky text, which this palette has a pink here, but it looks blue on the eyes. It has like blue sheen, so that's not really it. And there's also white, which isn't in the palette. So I'm gonna use this spooked palette because this one has white matte and a pinky kind of bloody shade, which kind of represents, or it looks similar to the shade on the palette. And I'm gonna do like a black smoky eye with a pink eyeliner, and I want to draw a couple of the ghosts just like these around the eyes. At least that's my plan. I don't know if it's gonna work. I think I'm gonna help myself with the Legend of Korra palette because it has this dark kind of jelly shimmery shade that I could use on the lid. I also want to try it because I know that this shade is kind of oily and this seems to have the same texture, but I haven't tried it on the entire lid because I usually don't do black smoky eye. And I think I'm also gonna use this silvery whitey inner corner highlight because it's white with like silver sheen, so it's good for black smoky eye, at least in my opinion. So that's kind of the plan that I have. I'm not completely sure if it's gonna work, but I want to try it, and I definitely want to create look inspired by this palette one day as well. So yeah, there's definitely, I thought I could do a Halloween inspired look every week until Halloween, so maybe we could do that so that you could have couple options, couple different looks that you can do before before Halloween, and you can practice it or decide which one you like. And if you're gonna go to like a party or you just wanna create fun Halloween look, you could maybe get inspired by any of these. And I think drawing inspiration from palettes is definitely a good idea. I like that. And I made one look where I kind of got inspired by the Delicious Delights palette from Cosmic Brushes and created like a dessert inspired look that was like a collab look that we decided to do on Instagram. But you know, I think it's nice to kind of try to recreate a certain theme of a palette. I think that can give you a really cool looks or just color options that you can do, but also just play with your makeup a little bit differently maybe. So I'm gonna prime my eyelid with the Beauty Bay eye primer, and then we're gonna start with the look. Okay, so my eye primer is on, and I'm gonna take the Haunted palette, and we're gonna start with the black shade, and we're gonna lighten it out, and we're gonna lighten it up as we go. So first I'm gonna pack the Troubled shade from the Haunted palette. It's this shade. I have 3 of these palettes. I have this one, the Spooked palette, and the Nightshade palette. All of them have black matte in it, and they're all amazing. I love the black matte formula from Gourmande Girls, and I'm taking like a kind of like a, I think you call it paddle brush, or like it's kind of thick from one side and then like thin from the other, and it's kind of like a, it looks like a ball. Because I want to mainly just press it into the lid, and then we're gonna smoke it out. So let me find a mirror, and I will link my review of the Haunted palette and also the Spooked palette in the down below, and also in the little corner here. So I'm just gonna start patting the black shade on my lid, especially in the outer corner, and you can go a little bit over the lid as well, but just a little bit. And then I'm gonna use gray shade to kind of smoke it out with. So this is kind of the shape. We're gonna repeat the same thing on the other eye. I really hope that the next spooky look I'm gonna create will be with the new Woodens eye palettes. They should come pretty soon. I was checking today if it's like getting closer, and maybe I'm gonna get it on Friday, maybe, or I'm gonna have to wait till Monday. At least that's how it looks like, if it's not gonna get stuck in some airport, which sometimes happens. But hopefully this time I'm gonna be lucky, because I really want to start playing with that one and start filming with that one. I bought the entire bundle, the Halloween bundle, because I love Halloween and I love Angelica. But in the meantime, we're gonna play like this. So now I'm gonna use the shade Scare from the same palette. It's a gray, and we're gonna blend the black with the gray. I hope that makes sense. I will show you what I'm doing. So I'm gonna start at the edge of the black, and I'm gonna lightly, kind of in a circular motion, I'm gonna blend it with the gray shade so that there aren't really hard edges. And the Gourmande Girls formula has really nice black, so it's pretty easy to blend out, but I still prefer to do it with the gray, because I usually don't use, I'm not really used to doing a full-on black smoky eye. I've only ever really done it once before, so I'm still just kind of not completely sure with my makeup skills in this particular department, since it's not something I do very often. Some people are really good with black smoky eye and they wear it every day. I'm not that kind of person. I think that's mostly because I think maybe if I had dark hair, which now I have purple hair, but if I had dark hair, I wouldn't mind it that much. But my regular hair is, I used to be blonde and now they're darker, so it's like a light brown color. And because of that, and because my skin is really light, I don't really know if I can fully pull off a black smoky eye, but I'm trying to, test the limits here and do something new, because I think it's fun. Like it's fun, it's cool. It's just not it's just not something that I'm used to do. So I'm a little bit apprehensive in like how big and how loud I want to do that, and I don't want to just go in with black everywhere and then just hope for the best. So now I'm taking like a pinched brush. It's kind of like a line, which is really good for the under eye area. Both of these brushes were from the Woodens Eye brush set that I got like a year ago. Actually, maybe 2 years ago. It was Easter last year, probably. And I'm gonna I'm gonna put the gray on my lower lash line. Just so that I don't, unless I do super light looks, I don't really like leaving the lower lash line empty. I just feel like it looks weird. At least in my head, it looks weird. And I like to, usually I try to mimic the same thing or go like polar opposite with the lower lash line. So something like this. And now we're gonna take fluffy brush, if I'll find any. I'm gonna take this brush. It's like an old brush that I have no clue which brand this is. But it's natural bristle brush, and it's very soft and easy to like blend out with. I'm gonna take the Spooked palette, and I'm gonna dip into the Ghost shade, which is the white shade. No, it's Ghoul. Sorry, not Ghost, Ghoul. But doesn't matter. The white one. And we're gonna kind of use it under the brow to highlight, and then just kind of again soften the edges one more time. I'm not the type of person that likes to have harsh lines in eye makeup, usually, unless I do like winged look, then obviously the wing is supposed to be like sharp, but for a regular, like a somewhat round shape, I don't like when you can see exactly the line where you put the the shade. I like when it's kind of more diffused and seamless, and you can't really tell where one color starts and the other ends, if that makes sense. I just prefer that way. I feel like a lot of people nowadays do more like a graphic, sharper looks, or like you can see exactly the shape that they were trying to do. And I like it a little bit more just blended and seamless. And then that's not me like being mean to anyone who likes it that way. It's just, it's the style of eyeshadow that I like for me, not necessarily for other people. I know people who look really good with the other style, but for me, I just feel a little bit better with this. And I'm also kind of bringing it in the like inner part here, like on the side of the nose, kind of, and like where the brow bone is. Or no, is this brow bone? I'm not completely sure. Anatomy isn't my strong suit. I'm a historian and a linguist, so anatomy definitely isn't something that I understand or have any real knowledge about. But I think this looks really good. The other time when I did the black smoky eye, it was like 2 weeks ago, I think. I don't know, time is weird, but I think it was like 2 weeks ago. That was my first time trying anything like this, and I liked the way it turned out, but I feel like there were a couple hard lines happening. Feel like today it's a little bit more seamless, and I like it a little bit more, which I'm happy about. So I think like so. I'm gonna show you maybe a little bit closer look. I think this looks really pretty. And it's not that hard to do. If you have a good formula, it's not that hard. And the Gourmande Girls formula is really nice. You can do soft looks and you can do looks like this. No problem. So now we're gonna take this palette, the Cora palette, and I'm gonna take this dark shade called Future Industries. I'm gonna use my finger for this because it's kind of these jelly ones. I don't know if this is the Jelly Match formula or if this is the Super Shock formula, but I feel like Super Shocks weren't this squishy, at least not the ones that I had before. But they are now really easy for me to pick up on the brush, so I'm gonna use my finger. Honestly, I kind of like this look matte. I'm not gonna keep it matte, but this would also work. If you're more into matte shades, you can do this, and it's fine. And actually, kind of, there's something about the undertone of the gray that makes my greeny blue eyes kind of pop, at least in my opinion. I quite like it. And the Future Industries is kind of like a um, blackened gray with a little bit of a sparkle, but not too much. And that's why I wanted to use it, because I didn't want it like a full-on like a matte look. I'm just not really into matte looks, but I also thought that if it would be too sparkly, that would be kind of, I don't know, I just didn't felt like a full-on sparkly moment. I have a couple really sparkly um black shades. I have one in the Hella palette that's kind of like a blackened shade that has kind of like a silver reflect to it, but I didn't felt like using it. And also the Nightshade palette has a really dark shade that looks kind of like, it's the same kind of like gunmetal type of shade, but I felt like that would be a little bit too sparkly for this look. And since I'm gonna draw the little ghosts, and there's gonna be sparkly eyeliner happening soon, I just felt like this would be better option. And I wanted to test it. I wanted to test this shade on the whole lid, because so far I only used it in my outer corner, and it doesn't crease in the outer corner, but also that's not as oily as my inner corner. So, yeah, I feel like something like this. I don't know if I have completely, I mean, I know I have uneven eyelids, but it's easier to put the shade here than on this eye for some reason. I don't know why. Anyways, it doesn't matter because we're gonna put the highlighter on. Let me check if everything is okay. And yeah, I think it's okay. So now I'm gonna use the shade Air, which is this white sparkly shade, on a small brush, and we're just gonna put it in the inner corner and kind of like in the beginning of the lid. And this is a really nice shade. I usually don't wear it because I don't know, I don't really use white highlighters, you know, like these one white silvery ones, all that often. But this one is pretty sparkly. For ColourPop, this is definitely sparkly. I find ColourPop shimmers not the most impactful, but this one is nice. Anyways, I would definitely recommend you to try looks like this. Even you don't have to go out in this, but definitely if you have colorful shadows and you don't really have time to wear them to work or outside, you know, just you can just play with it in the evening. That's usually what I do. If I don't have enough time in the morning, I just go barefaced to work and to school, and then when I come back home, I would play with my makeup. Um, and that's usually when I try these more fun looks, or looks that it doesn't really have to be anything too crazy, but I just looks that I know that will take me some time and I don't have the time. I will usually wait until evening and then play in the evening, figure out how long it takes me to create look like that, and then I can wear the look again some other time, you know, once I already know how long it takes me to create a look like this. And this is actually really quick. I'm surprised that I was able to get here that quickly, because as I said, it's pretty easy for me to do green look this fast, but or like any other color that I wear on the daily basis, but I definitely always give myself a little bit more time for looks like these. So now that this is pretty much done, like obviously you can leave it here and just put on mascara and have just like a smoky eye, but what we're gonna do, I want to use the pink shade in this booked palette, this one, to do a eyeliner. But obviously this is not gonna I feel like it wouldn't work on its own, so we're gonna do black eyeliner underneath, and then we're just gonna um, stick this onto the eyeliner. So let me find a eyeliner and a brush. That's gonna be harder. Yes, here. I'm gonna use this gel intenza eyeliner from L'Oreal. Mine has quite a bit of a dip. I feel like I could hit a pan today, actually. And this one is really nice. It's kind of more moussey, really easy to use formula. Especially for hooded lids, if you have hooded eyelids just like I do, if the eyeliner is a little bit too dry, it's gonna kind of skip areas. It's gotta be really hard to draw. So you need something really moussey, really jelly like. And I'm actually gonna have to use the mirror a little bit closer to my face. And I'm just gonna follow this shape that I already have here. Because I have hooded eyelids, I usually tend to create the shape with the eyeshadow first, and then I just go around it with the eyeliner, because otherwise it's easier for me to get it symmetrical with eyeshadow than with an eyeliner. That's why I usually draw it first with the eyeshadow, or like try to get the shape with the eyeshadow first. Also, eyeshadow is a little bit easier to take off, so just uh, a little like tip for you. So I always first draw the wing. Now we're gonna try to get it symmetrical. It doesn't have to be 100% symmetrical, because we're gonna go over with the pink, which will make it a little bit harder to tell if it's uneven, and also it doesn't matter. Like, I just try to have them somewhat in the same like direction, but if it's not 100%, it's not 100%. No one's gonna really. I don't really let people get that close to me to be able to tell if it's completely crooked, if we're being honest. And the couple people that can get close enough to me, they genuinely don't care if my eyeliner is crooked. So, and I usually, when I was first learning how to do eyeliner, I would always get the mirror like this close. Now I try to be a little bit further away from the mirror to see my eyes the way that other people would see me and not like this, you know. So that's something to also keep in mind, that no one really is this close to you. And if they are, they aren't even like able to see properly with the distance like this, so it doesn't matter if it's a little crooked. Okay, so this is the eyeliner finished, and now I'm gonna take another brush. Ugh. And I'm gonna pick some of the eyeshadow and I'm gonna spray it with a like setting spray, which let me actually get that. Okay, so we're gonna use the shade Bloody, which is really good name. It's this pink shade. I'm gonna pick a little bit on the brush, and then I'm gonna use just like any setting spray. And spray the brush. And now we're gonna try to put the pink onto the black eyeliner. Cool thing about this, if it's not gonna work, we can just leave it black. But I thought the pink could be nice. Let me actually get a little bit closer. So far it's going quite nicely. I mean, it's sticking to the black shadow. And you can do this with any shimmer you have. Usually shimmers aren't pigmented enough unless they're like really dark. Like if you have dark purple or something, you can use the shimmer straight up and, you know, just spray the brush and you can paint with it like an eyeliner. But for lighter shimmers, it's better to do the black eyeliner first. A, it's easier to see what you're doing so you can get it like proper, and B, it's gonna make the shimmer really pop, and it's gonna make it really like pigmented, which you're not gonna get if you would just go straight in with the pink. It wouldn't really have the opacity that it needs to have. At least I don't think it would. Maybe you can try it. But I didn't really felt like it would work. So you don't have to buy metallic eyeliners. You can just use your shimmer or metallic shades and just layer them on top of black eyeliner. And you can see, I don't know if it's actually, if you can see it, but from my side it's pretty pink. And it's actually, you know what? This is like super close to the shade on the packaging actually. I'm so happy this worked. It was just like an idea that I got, and I immediately had to sit down and film it for you. So I didn't know if it's gonna work, and I'm so happy that it does. So now I'm just gonna do the other eye off camera, and we're gonna come back and do the draw the little ghosts. Okay, so now the both eyes are done. And we're gonna get different eyeliner. This is gonna be the Suva Beauty Hydro Liner. This is in Space Panda, and it's a white eyeliner. So I'm gonna take this eyeliner, and again I'm just gonna use the gosh, how is it called? The setting spray that I used before, and just wet it a little bit. This is probably the only reason why I own setting sprays, just to have something for my eyeliner, like to activate it. You can obviously use just a regular water. I feel like with the setting spray, I don't know, I feel like with the setting spray it lasts better, like it's more waterproof, but I don't actually know if it's true. I feel like I just read it somewhere, and I don't have a spray bottle to put regular water. So now we're just gonna draw little ghosts. So I'm gonna start, I think I'm gonna start like right here. And we're gonna make kind of like a horseshoe type of shape. And paint it white. Like so. We're gonna create a couple of the ghosts. So one right here, the other could be like this, like so, and then maybe like, maybe we could do one like right here. I don't know if you can even see what I'm doing, because I can't properly see what I'm doing. And you don't have to try to be like super precise. It's just little doodles. They don't have to be perfect. And I think I'm gonna do like a little stars maybe. In the inner part of my eye. Maybe like so. And maybe like a dot or two. Yeah, I think something like this. And before I will go to the other eye, I will take another brush, maybe. Or maybe I'll just, something that's like round at the end. I'm gonna take this magnetic tool from Rimmel Cosmetics because it has kind of like a pointy end. I'm gonna dip into the black eyeliner just a little bit, and we're gonna create eyes and mouth for the little ghosts. Maybe just eyes. I'm not really sure if I would be able to do the mouth. So I feel like this could be really cute. Maybe I'm the only one. So yeah, there we have our 3 little ghosts. And I love doing these more like fun artistic looks, or like, you know, where you get to draw a bit, but I usually don't have enough time to do this. So I will repeat the same thing hopefully on the other eye, and then I'll come back. Okay, so the look is finished. I've added my little ghost earrings that I absolutely love. So this is, I don't know if you can actually see something. This is the finished look. I really like how it turned out, and that it actually represents the eyeshadow palette. I love the eyeliner. Like, that's super fun. The eyeshadow that is on my lid, it's already creasing. Maybe you can see that. So I definitely was right about these jelly shades, that they're not good for the lids if you have oily eyelids like me. But I love the look. I'm definitely feeling myself. I don't know, let me know if it's kind of similar. For the finishing touches, I just used the Extra Super Lash mascara from Rimmel. It's not my favorite mascara, but I'm trying to use it up. Then I have the Catrice Kohl Kajal pencil. Mine is like really small, and it's the ultra black one in my lower lash line. Then I use the Berry M Fresh Face blush. This is in the shade Summer Rose, and my highlighter is the Inner Corner highlight from the Cora palette. And I thought I could also do black lipstick, so let me find the Kaleidos one that I have. Okay, so I have 2 black lipsticks. I have the Kaleidos in Scorpio Fruit, the lip clay, and then I have the NYX XXL Lingerie liquid lipstick, also black. If you only want black lipstick for Halloween, I would recommend the next one because it's not that expensive, and I quite like the consistency. This one is more like a lacquer, or like, it's a little bit more liquidy, whereas the Kaleidos is a bit more moussey. I only have 3 lipsticks from Kaleidos. I have this one, then I have one that's like, I think it's called Rubino. And then I have one, and it's like pinky red, and I don't remember the shade name. And I like the Kaleidos formula a little bit more, but they're a little bit more expensive, and if you don't live in the US, it's easier to buy NYX, because if you're from Europe like me, Kaleidos gets a little bit expensive when you order it. But I love the shade range, and the texture is really nice. And I like that they have like a pointy applicator, so you can actually draw the line. If you stop talking, it's pretty easy. So you don't have to use lip liner. I have one black lip liner from NYX, and I usually use it for the NYX lipstick. But for this one, you don't need it. And also, I feel like these lipsticks give you, they give you a little bit of time to actually use them. The next one are a little bit, they dry out a little bit too quickly for me. And I have pretty uneven lips, so I need a little bit more time for this. So this is how it looks like. Maybe it's a little bit sharp around the edges. As I say, you could use a lip liner to kind of perfect it. I usually don't. But yeah, these are super comfortable, they're more, sorry, they're more moussey, and I usually manage to not get it on my teeth, unlike the other one. So this is the finished look. I'm sorry for the lighting, it's kind of driving me mad a little bit, but I don't really have time to shoot it any other day, so this is the finished look. Sorry if my hair are a little bit weird. Let me know if you like this idea, let me know if you like the execution. I am super happy about it. um, I I was kind of worried that it's not gonna turn out really good, but somehow we managed. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you like Halloween looks and if you wanna create some for Halloween. And let me know if you have these Halloween palettes from Gourmande Girls, because I love them and I bought them immediately as I could, when I could. So let me know if you're into Halloween palettes and if you like these from Gourmande Girls. And let me know if you also bought the Halloween collection from Uden's Eye. I hope it's gonna come soon to me, so immediately when it comes I will start filming videos and my review. But so definitely you know, subscribe if you want to see that. But if it's not gonna come this week, then it's gonna come on Monday or Tuesday next week. So that's it. I will link everything I used down below as always, and hope you have a great day. Hope you're enjoying spooky season, and I will see you soon. So bye.